In the annals of economic history, great crises are often marked by noise. But the crisis of 2025, the one that changed the fundamental contract between worker and corporation, was defined by its absolute silence. It didn't begin with collapse, it began with a whisper, the whisper of efficiency. Through 2025, headlines focused on corporate profits and dazzling generative AI. They missed the quiet systemic threat building beneath the surface. This was not a recession layoff. This was a replacement layoff. It was a silent massacre. 3 core job categories were surgically erased. Millions of careers, quietly, efficiently, rendered obsolete by code that could execute their roles for pennies on the dollar, 24 hours a day. The world watched the boom of AI innovation, but missed the devastating bust in human employment. Today, we pull back the curtain on this systemic erasure and the 3 silent victims of the 2025 AI cuts. The first category to fall was predictable, yet shockingly swift. Data processing, bookkeeping, and administrative support. These jobs were the reliable grease in the engine of global business. Then came the AI wave. Machine learning models equipped with optical character recognition, OCR, and sophisticated natural language processing, NLP, didn't just assist with data entry, they eliminated it. An algorithm could now ingest thousands of documents, categorize them, and audit them, all in minutes. The human role shifted to mere oversight, requiring a fraction of the original workforce. In this category, job cuts were catastrophic. Reports from the World Economic Forum projected the elimination of over 7.5 million global administrative secretary and data entry positions by 2027. Source: Future of Jobs Report 2025. The displaced were laid off not with fanfare, but with a sterile, algorithmically generated email citing efficiency gains. The biggest surprise was the erosion of the one job everyone thought was immune: computer and mathematical occupations, specifically entry-level programming and coding. For a generation, coding was the promise of the future. But the new generation of large language models, LLMs, evolved into full-fledged junior developers, writing boilerplate code, debugging simple functions, and writing unit tests with perfect speed. The result? The traditional entry-level developer role was no longer necessary. By mid-2025, economic studies showed a significant, disproportionate decline in employment for early career tech workers, aged 22 to 25, in these AI-exposed roles. Source: Stanford and related economic studies. Furthermore, layoff tracking services attributed nearly 78,000 tech job losses in the first half of 2025 directly to AI and automation. Source: Final Round AI and Industry Tracking. The human expertise of a senior developer was augmented, while the entry point for the new generation was slamming shut. The career ladder now began much higher up, accessible only to those with specialized skills AI could not replicate. The final casualty was the most human-facing role: basic customer service and support. The promise of the AI chatbot had been around for a decade, but 2025 was the year it crossed the capability threshold. New natural language understanding, NLU, models could handle billing questions, password resets, returns, and basic technical troubleshooting, all without human intermediary. Companies kept a small team for escalations, but the vast majority of basic support representatives found their jobs absorbed by the digital sphere. Some analysts projected an automation risk as high as 80% for basic customer service roles by the close of 2025, translating to millions of workers globally. Source: SSRN and major industry research reports. The loss was felt keenly in towns built around call center industries. Their primary source of employment was converted into server farms, a digital economic blight. The silent massacre of 2025 was a brutal lesson. The jobs lost shared a common, lethal trait. They were predictable. They were roles built on structured, repeatable processes, lacking complex emotional intelligence or radical creativity. The new economic contract is simple: automate the predictable, value the unpredictable. The future of human work is in the spaces AI struggles to touch. Human-centric roles like nursing and teaching, and original creation like art and strategic leadership. The true threat of AI is not the technology itself, but the speed of adaptation. The millions displaced are victims of a future that arrived too fast. Their fate is a warning, urging us to embrace lifelong learning and demand a new social framework to prepare humanity for the relentless efficiency of the machine. The silence has ended. The conversation must now begin. We must decide what it means to be a working human in a world where the most valuable tasks are the ones that can only be done by us. Before we conclude, please note this important disclaimer. The content of this documentary, including all projections, statistics, and economic analysis, is for informational and educational purposes only. It reflects publicly available forecasts and expert opinions and should not be construed as professional, financial, investment, or career advice. Viewers are encouraged to consult qualified advisors. Our goal is to provoke thought and discussion, not to provide definitive advice. This narrative is far from over. The quiet displacement of 2025 was just the opening act. The debate over the future of work is the defining challenge of our generation. If you found this glimpse into the systemic shifts affecting our global economy essential, then join the community dedicated to understanding the unseen forces shaping our world. Subscribe now, hit that notification bell, because while the layoffs were silent, our response must be anything but. Stay informed, stay critical, and we will continue to bring you the stories that matter.